Thank you. Members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. My name is John Christensen, president of the Native Village of Port Heiden. In Port Heiden, Alaska, reliable and affordable energy is our greatest challenge. Like many Alaska Native communities, oil and gas and LNG pipeline will never reach us. We survive on diesel flown or barged in from the lower 48 at $7.49 a gallon. When it arrives, in 2024, we spent $900,000 on fuel. One generator breakdown alone cost us $350,000 to fix. Our electric base rate is 3 times higher than Anchorage, even though we are only 428 miles away. We have abundant resources, constant wind, summer sun, and fast rivers. Studies show renewables could meet 75% of our needs. Yet funding to the very projects that could save us, solar, wind, hydro, and storage, have been delayed or taken away. Promises made to our community have been broken, and the ability to remain on our ancestral lands is threatened. Port Heiden is home to 100 Alutiiq people who still practice subsistence fishing, hunting, and gathering as their ancestors did. Families smoke salmon in the summer, hunt caribou in the fall, and harvest berries to last through the long winter. These practices aren't just culture, they are survival. But the high cost of energy makes it harder each year to keep food stored, keep homes heated, and keep freezers running. 10 years ago, we built a fish processing plant to create jobs and keep more of our value in our community, but we cannot afford the diesel to power it, so it is sat empty. If we had affordable local energy, that plant could be running today, filleting salmon, creating jobs for our young people, and helping families stay in Port Heiden instead of leaving for Anchorage. We could even responsibly develop the titanium deposit on our beaches, creating new revenue streams that would benefit not just our villages, but the region. Our vision, a thriving village powered by clean, reliable, locally generated energy that lowers costs, supports jobs, and keeps our salmon plant running, and allows us to thrive where our ancestors have lived for thousands of years. Energy sovereignty, a model for rural Alaska where communities generate their own power from wind, solar, and river hydro. We want to stop being dependent on fragile diesel shipments and start being resilient, self-sufficient, and sustainable. When our generator breaks down, families are left in the cold, elders must ration fuel, and children do their homework by flashlight. It is a struggle to survive when that happens in the winter. One of our tribal elders says, "Our people survived the 1912 eruption of Aniakchak volcano. We should not be defeated by high diesel prices. But without help, the energy costs could be the force that drives us off the lands that we have occupied for thousands of years. And even when we do everything right, winning grants, purchasing equipment, we run into barriers we cannot overcome. Last year, my tribe won a grant where we bought a 1 megawatt battery, solar panels, and wind turbines from a Canadian supplier to power our clinic, runways, lights, and water system. But before we could ship it, new tariffs on Canada increased the delivery cost by $1.5 million. The equipment is sitting in Canada right now, waiting to come to Port Heiden, but our village simply doesn't have the funds to move it. I am not sure if those tariffs are canceled or put back on. Their inconsistency makes it hard to keep track of. What we ask, we don't need more studies. We need Congress to protect the commitments already made and help us finish what we started. Support the tariff relief or direct assistance to cover these unforeseen costs. Will allow us to bring home the equipment we've already purchased and start producing clean, reliable power immediately. Our tribe's mission is simple. The vision of our tribe is that our community is growing, living, and thriving as we have for thousands of years. The mission of our tribe is to still be there. That is why we're asking you to stand with us, support Native communities in building energy systems that work where we live, not just where the pipelines run. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Christensen.